And I saw a beast rising out of the sea, with 10 horns and 7 heads, with 10 crowns on its horns and blasphemous names on its heads. Revelation 13. The 10-kingdom plan is a concept found in the Bible's book of Revelation, which describes an end-of-time scenario involving 10 political entities or kingdoms that will come into power during the tribulation, which is a 7-year period of time when God's judgment will be poured out on the earth. The 10 kingdoms are not explicitly named in the biblical text, but some scholars believe that the 10 kingdoms may represent a series of alliances or nations that will rise up against the true followers of Christ. According to many interpretations of the book of Revelation, the rise of the 10 kingdoms is part of the fulfillment of Bible prophecy and is seen as a time of great upheaval and chaos on earth as these kingdoms work to consolidate power and fight against the followers of Christ. Some Christians believe that the 10 kingdoms mentioned in Revelation represent a global government that will come into power during the end times, and that this government will be controlled by the Antichrist, a figure who is said to appear during the end times and will be the ultimate enemy of Christ and his followers. However, others interpret the 10 kingdoms differently and see them as representing a coalition of nations or alliances that will rise up against the followers of Christ, rather than a single global government controlled by the Antichrist. Regardless of how they are interpreted, the 10 kingdoms are considered to be a major prophetic event in the Bible, and some Christians believe that they serve as a warning to be prepared for the end times. The mark of the beast is a symbolic mark or identifier mentioned in the Bible's book of Revelation chapter 13 that will be placed on the forehead or right hand of followers of the Antichrist, the biblical end-of-times ruler who is opposed to Christ and his followers. The mark is understood as a way of identifying individuals who have allegiance to the Antichrist and his dominion over the kingdom of the 10 horns. The mark of the beast is a central element in the book of Revelation's end-times narrative, and it's seen as a way of distinguishing between those who are loyal to the Antichrist and his kingdom and those who are loyal to Christ and his kingdom. It's often interpreted as a mark of rejection against God and a sign of allegiance to the Antichrist,